Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Hi guys, Splash and Crash here with another video, and I just wanted to start off this video by saying I'm sorry for not uploading in the past few weeks, but I have a huge project going on right now. It's about to end very soon, and a huge video is about to get dropped in the next few days. But I realized that it's been a very long time since I've uploaded, so I've decided to put out a small video today. And this is regarding the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, I think they might have just broken basketball, because if you watched their scrimmage last night, you would have known that they ran out a lineup with 5 bigs, and they actually did it the right way, not the way the Sixers did with like no spacing. Most of these guys could shoot, and the reason why this lineup worked is due to 3 things. So the first one is skinny Jokic. So as you guys might have known, Jokic lost about 20 pounds, maybe even more, during quarantine, and that helped his athleticism a lot, and it's also going to help him on the defensive side. But Jokic had pretty good handles for his center before he slimmed down, but now that he's this much smaller, it helps him that much more with his playmaking and guard duties. And because of that, the Denver Nuggets decided to play him at point guard yesterday, which was absolutely crazy. And depending on how good skinny Jokic is, Jokic might become the first 7-footer to ever play point guard in an official NBA game. That would be crazy, and I think he could do it right because of how much faster he got. He would obviously be an incredible mismatch, because the average point guard is 6'3", and he is 7 feet tall, which is 9 inches taller than that. The next reason why I think the Nuggets have just broken basketball is because of Jeremy Grant. Yeah, Jeremy Grant. He doesn't seem like... Yeah, he's a good regular role player, and I don't... Like, you guys might not understand why he's helping the Nuggets break basketball. And the reason the reason why the Nuggets are breaking basketball, the second reason is because of Jeremy Grant. And that, what you guys might not understand is Jeremy Grant is an incredible defender. He uses his length, and to just guard everyone. He's an incredible shot blocker, and he's a super lanky and versatile defender. He was one of the big reasons that the OKC Thunder had the 3rd-ranked defense last year. Yeah, so putting him at the shooting guard position, it works because he can guard shooting guards because of his length and athleticism, and he is also a pretty decent 3-point shooter. Not like a elite shooter, but like he can make an open jump shot from 3. So that really helps this Nuggets tall ball lineup work, and just helps them a lot on the defensive lineup, on the defense side of the ball. The next reason I think the Nuggets are breaking basketball is this: Bol at small forward. Yeah, you heard me right. Bol, a 7'2" center, is playing small forward. What? Yeah, that makes no sense at all. But if you really look into it, you'll understand why. Bol is he is super versatile. He's probably the most versatile center ever, and I know that's a huge claim for a 2nd-round pick, but hear me out. So Bol was actually supposed to go in the top 5 this year, but he ended up going 44. Why? That's because after just playing 9 games at Oregon during college, he was going insane. He was averaging 22 points, I believe 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 56% from the field, and this last part is probably the biggest reason. 52% from 3 on 1.5 attempts a night. So he was attempting 3s, and he was making them at an incredible rate. Bol was also handling the ball, playing like a point guard. He did this yesterday during the scrimmage too, and he was just going insane on both sides of the ball. He was a mismatch at against every single player, and he had a 35 PER. That was behind only Zion Williamson. That is crazy. Like, Bol was playing like Kevin Durant and steroids on offense, and Manute Bol, but 20 times faster on defense. Yeah. So Bol, if he can stay healthy, can probably be an all-NBA first-team type player. And now why he went in the second round. Notice how I said if he can stay healthy. That's because the reason why Bol went in the second round is he had a huge leg injury during college after those 9 games. And because of this, teams were very hesitant to draft him, as in most mock drafts, Bol continued to fall down the boards, and by the end of the NBA season, he was ranked 20 on most mock drafts. So, yeah, but then the story continues. Because of this leg injury, he lost 30 pounds, which was revealed at the draft combine, and so he only weighed about 200 pounds. He was already skinny before this leg injury, but being only 200 pounds at 7'2", yeah, that's a huge injury risk. So this caused him to fall all the way to the 44th pick, where the Miami Heat drafted him and then traded him to the Denver Nuggets later on draft night. But this isn't the first time the Denver Nuggets have been able to do a robbery like this. So they barely gave up any assets for Michael Porter Jr. and Bol in back-to-back drafts. Yeah, you heard me right. Michael Porter Jr., a player who was ranked number 1 coming out of high school, and Bol, who was projected to go top 5 at the beginning of his college season. They were able to get 2 of those guys with a 14th overall pick and a 44th overall pick. So they have nothing to lose, but they have 2 potential superstars right now. So, also, putting a 7'2" Bol at small forward seems like a crazy matchup, and it is, but I think that he could play one of the guard positions. Because yesterday, as you saw, he wasn't just posting up. Bol was crossing people up, shooting step-back threes, and hitting them. And on top of that, he was still doing everything that a regular center does. All of this at the small forward position. If Bol can stay healthy, the Nuggets have something incredible on their hands. The Denver Nuggets finished out their lineup with their usual power forward, Paul Millsap. And they also started their backup center, Mason Plumlee, because Jokic was playing point guard. So as you can see, this Denver Nuggets crazy lineup is absolutely incredible. But I don't think it will be their usual starting lineup. I think it just shows you how versatile the Denver Nuggets are going to be during this bubble. And I don't think people realize how good they are. And I think they might have a chance to be a contender. I think they are in the same level as the Celtics and Raptors, and as second tier contenders, not like a Bucks, Clippers, or Lakers, who we expect to see in the finals and win the finals, but like a team that we know that they have a chance of doing it, but they probably aren't going to do it. But I think this just helps their chances a lot more. On top of those 5 players, the Nuggets also have a few more core players, such as Jamal Murray, who is often considered their second best player and is their starting point guard. He's a great scorer, and even though he's a point guard, he most of the time plays off ball, and the offense is run through Jokic. Jamal Murray looks like an incredible scorer, and most predict that he will make 1, 2, maybe even 3 all-star teams throughout his career. Next, we have Gary Harris, who, when the Nuggets were building this team, Gary Harris was really supposed to be the number 2, not Jamal Murray, but due to some injuries and regression to his offensive game, Gary Harris has really fallen off in the past 2 seasons offensively, but defensively, he is still a very good player. Everyone wants him to come back. I don't know. He's probably not going to be that all-star that everyone thought he could once be, but he is, I think, going to be one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA at the shooting guard position. And right now he is a lockdown defender and is was the starting shooting guard for the Nuggets throughout the season, and is going to be a huge help on the defensive side of the ball, which the Nuggets do struggle with a bit. But yeah, Gary Harris is still an integral part of this Nuggets organization. The next player we have is their backup point guard. Monte Morris is just a really good backup point guard. He just helps make the Nuggets that much more deep and versatile. Yeah, so now we have another extremely versatile player in Will Barton, who is extremely underrated and has had a great season. He can run the 1, 2, or 3 positions, and he can just fill out any one of the Denver Nuggets' incredible, different, versatile lineups. Will Barton adds a lot of flexibility to the Nuggets because if anyone goes down for injury, he can fill in at, like I said, the 1, 2, or 3 positions. He is like a super good athlete. He's a great playmaker, and overall, he's just a very underrated, great player. And he really displays his all-around game as he can give you 15, 5, and 5 on any given night. Next up, we have, aside from Bol, the least played Nuggets player, but also probably one of the Nuggets players with the highest ceiling, Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. was going insane this season. Whenever he played over 20 minutes, he was averaging, I believe, 15 points a game, which it doesn't seem that crazy, but it really is. Michael Porter Jr. Was supposed to go he was supposed to go in the top 3 along with Luka and DeAndre Ayton in the 2018 draft. Obviously, Marvin Bagley went 2, so he didn't go top 3, but then he completely fell. So the Nuggets were able to snag him with at the end of the lottery with the 14th pick. That was a steal. If Michael Porter Jr. and Bol don't pan out due to injury, the Nuggets barely gave up any assets for them, so it's not really going to affect them. But if they do fulfill their potential, the Nuggets are going to be a super team, and I drafted one at that. Overall, the Nuggets at this point are a second-tier contender, but due to how much potential a bunch of the players on this team have, they might be able to enter super team territory. Another thing I want to talk about is potential trades. Paul Millsap is getting up there in age, so he might be a trade candidate, but he is a huge part of their core. Another player they might trade is Gary Harris. So 2 players that the Nuggets have been rumored to trade for are Drew Holiday and Bradley Beal. Either of these players would be incredible for the Nuggets, and I think they should pursue them, but I strongly suggest that they make sure that they don't trade Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., or Bol. In these trades, I think they should put up Gary Harris because he might be able to blossom on one of those teams, and that way they could still keep a bunch of their young talent while still getting a very good player in return. And so I'm thinking of making this a series where I go through all the contenders, or maybe just all the NBA teams, see what they're going to be doing now and what they are going to be doing in the future. I truly believe the Nuggets will eventually win a championship, and I know it seems weird that I'm starting with the Nuggets of all teams, but like after seeing what their lineup they ran last night or yesterday, I really had to make this video before I did the Bucks, Lakers, Clippers, Celtics, or Raptors. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. In your comment, make sure you tell me what team you think I should do next. So that's it for this video. And stay tuned for that huge video that I'm gonna upload. I'm not telling you what it is yet because I want it to be a surprise, but trust me, it is going to be incredible. Anyways, yeah, that is it for this video, so goodbye.